Hello and welcome to Warhammer Joey, and this is episode 2 of Tournament Day, and it's with Empire. Now, let me start by saying that I, from the start of this battle, was going to lose. I was. And it was pretty much anything goes tournament, so he pulled out all the shots. I'll talk through what he had, but he bought 2 steam tanks, and having never played Empire before, I was not aware of the damage that could be done. But yeah, it was a good learning one at least. And I gotta say, it wasn't the most fun. I don't mind losing, but being absolutely decimated is not my idea of a fun time, and I think that was the objective. But you know, at least I got a bit of a taster, and I learned a few things about wood elves. So when we started off and we set everything out, I was under the assumption that in my book here it says that you can put your woods anywhere, your extra woods anywhere on your half of the table. So that's what I did, just because it says it in here. And I was immediately met with, no, in your deployment zone. I was like, no, that's, no. I've got the book, it doesn't say that. And then he got an iPad or something and showed me the FAQ, and he was like, in your deployment zone. And I was like, oh, okay. What's the point in that? None. There's no point in that. They're no use to me there. So, but he knew quite a bit about wood elves, and where he had the steam tanks, I think they would have messed him up a little bit. Not won me the battle by any sense of the word, but you know, that was clearly something that he wanted to point out. So, can't put your woods anywhere in your half, only in your deployment zone, in the 12 inches. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was all complicated stuff, and I felt some of the information that I'd gathered from all of the battles, I didn't feel very confident in saying, because I guess from that point onwards I didn't know whether it would be right, and yeah, I just wasn't filled with confidence in myself in this battle here, because he knew more than me about my own army. So you know, but at least he pointed them out. It's important to do that, because if I'm going through battles spouting off knowledge that is not true, then I'm the one that looks stupid ultimately, and you know, it can look like I'm trying to cheat, which is not what I want to be doing. So I'll talk you through now with some pictures that I've taken what he has, and let's get going. This is his deployment. He's got quite a few infantry units, a large one of halberdiers, and they've got 2 detachments on those. Swords, and you can see one of the 2 great cannons. He's got a war altar and a level 4 light wizard. So in this picture here you can see the 10 crossbowmen, the nasty steam tanks, and a Pegasus captain. So turn 1, the movement was basically moving his steam tanks into position and they went on the hill opposite my treekin. The rest he just moved forward a little bit and into position. Magic, he killed 4 dryads with burning gaze. This is where I also said a rude word, and it was the great cannon caused 6 wounds on the tree man. Not Morgan Tree Man, the one I borrowed. He's dead. Six wounds, just dead. He tries the same thing again on Morgan Tree Man, and it misfires. And I basically said, out of shock more than anything else. "Are you kidding me?" And he said, "Nope." So I took him off and I was like, oh no. So the stability I said that I felt last time with having 2 tree men is immediately dashed. I'm afraid for everyone in my army now, and the hope is gone. So every move that I make from here on now is reckless and pointless because my confidence is a bit shot with my army. But there's no combat, so that's the turn. I did next to nothing in my turn. I did a bit of shooting, did nothing else, and then it's his turn and he does some charges. So it's tank on the Treekin and the Pegasus on the Great Eagle. Here's the steam tanks crashing into my Treekin. It was a bit of a devastating match, though I didn't lose them all, but the tanks are really nicely painted, I think. Here's the Pegasus into my Great Eagle, the only successful combat in the game for me. Here's a lovely eagle getting very, very killed by the Water. So in the magic, I dispel a priestly prayer, I get 2 dryads killed with the burning gaze, and on my highborn, which I'm planning to use to kill some of the cannons, because his fast movement, arcane bodkins, no minus to multiple shots, he's well built. He gets the net of Amatok. He can't move. He suffers damage for movement and shooting, so he's out of the game pretty much, and he gets picked off quite soon. What does happen in my favour is one of the great cannons blows up and is gone, so there's one left, but that's still a risk to my tree man. But you know, I'm losing, it just depends on how much I'm losing at this point. In the combat, we've got both tanks are on the Treekin unit, and they don't all die, so I'm pleased with them, but they passed their leadership test. One of the Great Eagles is gone, but I've got one left. This is the Pegasus and the Great Eagle. They're both on 1 wound. The eagle dies and Morgan Treeman comes in to clean up. This is the combat that kills my highborn, and the only reason he's in combat is because he's netted, can't move or shoot without damage, so this is a sad picture. Now, in the rest of this game, the only thing that I do now is kill the Pegasus. That's it. Everything else, I die. These are my last 2 remaining units, Morgan and the Glade Guard, and the steam tank has Time Warp on it. And guess what happens? And then they die, so I've lost all of it. And the only points that I've got earned from that battle are from the great cannon that blew itself up and the Pegasus. Nothing else. There's a little pile of dead things, but mine's quite huge. But that's the game. That's that. Now, it's you know, nothing against the guy himself. He made a really strong list that I was not prepared for, and it was a nasty list. But he came second, so well done to you. Yeah, give me your thoughts on it. What do you think I could have done there? Because I can't. I was trying to think about it afterwards, and I don't know whether there was anything or any specific unit that would have saved me that. Maybe a bit more speed, maybe some World Riders, but I'm a bit at a loss. So yeah, there we go. I'll get the next video out, which is Chaos, and that's my last battle, Chaos Warriors. For those interested, here's my funeral pile. Yeah. So before I say goodbye, in my last video I said I was going to do some shout outs to anyone that wanted me to say anything, and Ken Storm 989's channel, I'll put the link to that down below. He talks a bit of Malifaux and 40k. Malifaux is something that goes on down the gaming club, the Giant Slayer, that I'm going to be looking into over the next couple of weeks. I've already got a demo a demo battle lined up, so I'm going to see what that's all about. So yeah, if anyone else wants me to talk about anything, send me an email, let me know. But other than that, like if you like this, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you in a little bit. Bye!